just as much as having no time.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Poole, no good. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
Curry way outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
That one drops for him. Griffin's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Pass to Poole. Kuminga with a wide open look. And that time, also a missed shot. Simmons with it. Jacks up a 3. Outside for Durant. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball movement. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Outside Irving. From 17 feet out. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Thompson for the triple. That shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
That shot by Griffin, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Nets leading by 9. And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Out of bounds. Warriors ball.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. You know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
Warriors trailed by 9. Pass to Thompson. No one near him.
Klay Thompson.
That one goes. Count it. Thompson's got 7 points in the game. Irving tries in. The Nets working the ball around now. No good from Durant. Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Simmons. Durant in the corner. And Durant gets double teamed. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Wiggins. And he goes big with the dunk right over LaMarcus Aldridge.
Good predictive steal by Klay Thompson. Makes a great read. Snatches that one away. Gets in the passing lane.
And a wide open look for Simmons. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
3.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Count that bucket. He's got 11.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
No one near Peyton as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. And so Curry will bring it up for Brooklyn. Here's Aldridge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul.
Yeah, that's pretty clever there with the pump fake. Aldridge is great at getting that defender to get up off the ground and then draw that foul.
Is Aldridge. And out the line.
So he gets them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
On its way from Curry for two.
Stephen Curry.
And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
Yeah, I feel like the ball really isn't even getting anywhere close to the rim. It's all cotton right now.
Here's Irving. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Well, points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Brooklyn ahead, up by 4. And well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Nets leading by 4. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Now Irving. Pass to Aldridge. Durant inside. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, Kevin Durant not only feels like he can score from everywhere, he does. So when he's that close, just count it.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Substitution. Draymond Green.
Timeout called the Nets.
And Kevin Durant signing an extension this past offseason, locked in with the Nets for the next 4 years. Seems like there's a very good chance Durant could end his career in Brooklyn.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks. During the break, this was what was going on in Steve Nash's huddle. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Poole, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And they'll get another chance. Outside for Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Here's the 3. Back to Curry. Stolen by Durant. Pass to Irving. Outside, Simmons. To the middle. And KD throws it down.
With KD, there's just not a spot on the floor where once he gets it, you don't feel like he's confident and comfortable to score. Tonight, inflicting some serious pain.
Stephen Curry.
Buries the long-range jumper.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
A nice shot by Irving.
And 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Over in the corner, Poole. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing, possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Now here's Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And now just a 2-point Nets lead. Brooklyn with the ball. Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. Curry with it. Guarded now by Irving. Net ties it up.
Kyrie Irving.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
To the inside. Outside for Simmons. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Wiggins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A clever drive there by Wiggins, slipping inside and then drawing the contact on the shot.
He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Simmons left side. Back to Irving. Simmons inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moments.
Curry from deep three-point land. And again, no good by Golden State. Pass to Drummond. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And the Nets lead by 2.
And answering the call, Andre Drummond giving this team some huge buckets down the stretch.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And here is Irving, guarded by Curry. Takes the 3. Curry's shot is off. Curry on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. A 2-point game. Good on the three-point shot.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Irving. The offensive rebound. And Drummond is right there.
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that. Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
Curry wide open. Count it!
Oh, man, the baby-faced assassin stepping up right there. Such a great score, and what a situation for Steph to get it done.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 3. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
There's always arguments about how Draymond Green thinks he should get more calls. And maybe he's right, but for a physical guy, he does not spend a lot of time at the free throw line.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. A narrow win.